Good morning, everybody. It's your good buddy 650 Eve here, and you heard me correct. This is not a clickbait video, because I never do clickbait on the 650 Eve YouTube channel. But who needs two Yamaha R1Ms? I surely don't. So today we're going to talk about which one of these R1Ms is going away and which one's going to stay. Well, you already know. This one here is my 2015 Yamaha R1M track bike. All done up, many parts supplied by my good buddy Manny at Moto Million. Some of them supplied by my good buddy Brock at Brock's Performance. This one has the Brock's Performance Predator titanium exhaust, which I think looks great on the 2015 R1M. It also has the Rotobox RBX2 carbon fiber wheels, which are a little different from the carbon fiber wheels that are on my 2018 Yamaha R1M. Let's take a quick look at that. These RBX2s have slightly thicker spokes, as you can see right here. And take a look right here in the center. There's a somewhat of a webbing effect for the carbon fiber spoke. If we go over to the 2018 R1M, which has Rotobox Boost wheels, you can clearly see that webbing is no longer there. The spokes are thinner, and the spokes have a rather unique design to them. A lot of folks prefer the Rotobox Boost wheels over the RBX2. Which one's your favorite? They both weigh about the same, so there is pretty much no difference there. It's more of an aesthetic appeal to the motorcycle. Now, this 2018 R1M has an Akrapovic exhaust, full titanium, installed onto the machine, as well as somewhat different parts. This bike is a hybrid motorcycle. It can be used on the track and the street, whereas my 2015 R1M is solely a track bike. It is no longer road legal. One of the reasons why it's not road legal anymore is because we removed, or should I say, master mechanic Zach removed the headlights and he replaced them with these beautiful carbon fiber covers, which I think look great. The carbon fiber weave pattern is the same as the OEM carbon on the R1M, which I think looks really cool and adds a really nice effect to the motorcycle. If we swing around to the back, we have that same carbon fiber cover over what used to be the tail light. So now that's been removed as well, and we have this beautiful carbon fiber cover there, which looks really great. And we also removed the ignition key on this 2015 R1M. Because it's used only at the track, we don't need that. It reduced a few ounces of weight, and I think it looks cooler not having that there, and it's easier to start the bike. We have these beautiful, what I call Nintendo buttons, that take the duty of all the stock switches that came with the motorcycle, so you can pretty much do everything that you could do with the stock switches with these beautiful, colorful racing buttons. And we have them on both of the motorcycles. And I just noticed that both of these bikes have the street version of these radio buttons. There is a track version which omits a few additional lights, and it's starting to sprinkle on us, which I may have to cut this video a little bit short. But before I do that, I definitely want to give you a sound check of how both of these bikes sound. So we'll start this one up. This one still has the ignition key. So as you can see, the 2018 R1M has a full carbon fiber belly pan from full 6, which looks beautiful on the bike. I've never been a fan of the full carbon belly pans on the bike, but as you can see, if you look at mine that's absent that full belly pan, mine doesn't quite look as nice, so I'm gonna have to get that, as well as a few of the additional carbon fiber parts that are on this beautiful 2018 R1M. And yes, I'm going to be saying goodbye to this R1M 2018 really soon, because it's going to be given away to someone that supports the new Bike Build Series. Information on how you can win the motorcycle is of course in the description. Not sure why my rear wheel was moving. The bike is in neutral. Perhaps someone can leave a comment explaining why that was happening. Seems like the drizzle has temporarily stopped, which is good. So I don't feel like I need to rush this video anymore. But I do want to actually get the drone up in the air and take some beautiful shots of these two motorcycles. Both of these motorcycles have zero gravity double bubble windscreens. This one is tinted, which I think looks great with the front of the motorcycle and all its carbon fiber. This one has a clear zero gravity windscreen because we use this bike on the track and we need to be able to see through it. This one still has mirrors, the stock mirrors with the turn signals in them, and it's starting to rain again. Rev this a couple more times. And that's it. We'll go over to my 2015 with the Brox Performance. We'll start this one up. We'll let it warm up for a few minutes. Hopefully we don't get too wet out here. Rain was actually predicted this morning in the filthy Cleveland area, because guess what? Rain is always predicted in the filthy Cleveland area. As we go over this bike, and you can look at the differences. There was a color scheme change from 2015 to I believe it was 2017 with the R1Ms, and you can see the difference. This bike has 9,000 miles. Let's hear how this exhaust sounds. I think that sounds absolutely epic, and we're getting poured on here, but we're going to continue to hang out here and make this video for the audience, your viewing pleasure. These two motorcycles are definitely very beautiful, as you can see. Which one's your favorite? The 2018 Yamaha R1M with its new color scheme and the additions that we made with the carbon fiber front airbox cover that we had painted to match the rest of the motorcycle, And we also have, this is a complete full carbon fiber tail section that was also painted to tie in with the rest of the motorcycle, and I think it looks absolutely outstanding. Well, hey guys, we're back, and as you can see, it stopped raining, so I am back in the driveway. I want to talk to you a little bit more about these two amazing R1Ms. As you can see, the sun has temporarily come out here in the filthy Cleveland area, and that's great. Before it rains again, I'm going to jump on the 2018 R1M and take it for a ride on the filthy streets. Of course, I cannot ride the 2015 R1M track bike, but one thing about the 2015 is that it did not come standard with an auto blipper. So this was installed by my good buddies at Superbike Unlimited, and it is a Translogic auto blipper, and it works just as well as the stock auto blipper that is now fitted on the 2017s and newer R1Ms. But take a look, they have their auto blipping mechanism completely wrapped up and concealed there, totally black, matches the rest of the motorcycle, looks great. But the Superbike Unlimited supplied Translogic looks good too. Zach did a great job installing this onto the motorcycle, and it works just as well as OEM on the new bike. They both have similar braking systems. On the 2018 R1M, we completely upgraded every component of the braking system with Brembo components. We have Brembo rotors, Brembo master cylinder up top there, which is really cool. We've got carbon fiber brake lines and awesome Brembo calipers. I have the same calipers on my 2015 track bike, which is pretty cool. Also have Brembo rotors on that too, and a Brembo master cylinder, but I stuck with the stock steel braided brake lines on the 2015. Both bikes are really beautiful. The person that wins this motorcycle is going to be happy with the bike. He or she is not going to have to do anything to the motorcycle once they receive it. So I am pretty jazzed up about these two machines. Now, we are not done installing parts onto the 2018 R1M. We still have to put bar ends on the bike, and then we have to put a brake protector on the bike as well, similar to that on my 2015. And we have a few more parts. This motorcycle is going to receive a full carbon fiber subframe. So basically everything here is going to be carbon fiber, and then underneath will be carbon fiber as well, and that's just going to look brilliant. And it's going to save some weight. Now, a lot of folks have asked, once we get this bike on the dyno again at Ducati Detroit, and we have our good buddy Nick Marino from R1 X-Plane, from X-Plane R1 Custom Tuning, come in and dyno the bike again to make sure that it's pulling all of the power from the performance parts that we installed on the motorcycle. We are then going to remove these brackets here for the foot pegs. So those are going, but we need those to secure the bike on a dyno for right now, so Nick can do his job. That's why we kept him on, but it will look very similar to my 2015 at some point with those brackets removed. We haven't forgotten. Pretty cool bikes. You can see the differences that Yamaha did from the 2015 to the 2018. They basically blacked out all of the engine components on the motorcycle, which looks pretty cool on the newer bikes. This bike also has awesome blue hoses, Samco hoses. Mine does not. As you can see, the CP4 logo, which stands for Crossplane 4 for those of us that did not know that. I personally think that the blacked out frame components look really outstanding on the R1M. I also think that the polished swing arm looks great too on this motorcycle. It goes well with the raw polished aluminum on the fuel tank and the way that our good buddy King David painted the airbox cover to match. This is full carbon fiber that was painted to match, and it looks brilliant on the 2018 R1M. And this one on my 2015 is all plastic, but it looks great. He even refitted the R1M tuning fork logo back onto the airbox cover, which I think was great. Both bikes have zero gravity windscreens, double bubble. They look outstanding. And these are two amazing bikes. But enough of me babbling about these brilliant and beautiful motorcycles in my driveway. I'm about to tuck away the R1M track bike back into the garage, and then I want to jump on the 2018 and take it for a cruise and give you my opinion on it. Let's go! One of my favorite roads on my way to Sills so that Zach can ride the 2018 R1M before we send it off to have the ECU reflash from my good buddy Nick Marino as he attempts to pull more power from this beautiful machine. But I'll tell you, the updated and revised second generation Uline suspension on the 2018 R1M is very nice. Soaks up the bumps very well and it tightens up when needed as well. I just took a nice off-ramp that unfortunately I wasn't filming. Thought I was, but was not. And it handled it very well. But now here I am on one of my favorite filthy roads in the general area. Once this road is repaved, it's going to be an outstanding road. But for right now, there are lots of potholes, and crews that may have been out here patching up those potholes, but then they have scattered lots of asphalt and stuff all over the roadway, so it could be pretty dangerous. That's why I'm not really taking it at speed. But I will tell you, it is giving me an opportunity to feel the power. In third gear, this bike just pulls like it really didn't before the ECU was flashed the first time. And I think that's great. Auto Blipper works outstanding on this bike, never fails. Never really gives you a miss downshift. It's outstanding. We can give it a little power here. And the bike almost just wants to leap out of my arms when I pull that quarter throttle. The quarter throttle is an amazing, amazing mod to do to a motorcycle. I'm going to do it to the rest of my super sports because it's just awesome. You really don't notice it until you ride a bike with a quarter turn throttle. Yep, see, here we go. Some patchwork was done, and we've got, looks like black kitty litter scattered all over the road, but that's not good for these Pirelli Super Corsa tires. Otherwise, oh, that was a big bump. The suspension took it nicely. It didn't eject me from the motorcycle, which is great. Unfortunately, we don't have awesome canyon roads like my good buddies do in California, Arizona, and all those other places. These are some of the roads we have to deal with when we want to get a little frisky that are pretty local to us. Now, we could ride a couple hours outside of town and we could get some amazing roads there, but I didn't have time for that today. But we will do that real soon. And I can tell you, it looks like they're already putting up signs that the road is going to be closed. So I get the suspicion that they're going to finally completely repave that road really soon, which would be great. I think they'd probably start that sometime in April. Today's March 14th. And just so you guys know, we could still get clobbered with lots of snow. Winter really isn't over for us just yet. Although today it's 70 degrees, this weekend it dips back down into the 30s. So if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. If you're currently a subscriber, tap that bell so you can be notified when new content is uploaded. Lots and lots of more videos are coming to the 650 Eve YouTube channel. As you see, when the weather permits, I'm out here riding, producing content for you. And I will continue to do that. There's going to be some traveling videos coming up real soon. Motorcycle comparisons, lots of that. On the dyno, on the weight scales. Smackdowns on the filthy streets and track. Lots of cool contents coming up real soon. And don't forget, we are going to introduce some supercar content to the channel to give it a little variety. That's going to happen real soon. So thanks so much for viewing. I'm going to head over to Sills, see what my good buddy Zach is up to. We'll catch you next time, folks.